Nearly 2 years after the city of Flint began exposing tens of thousands of its residents to toxic lead-laced water, some government officials are a step closer to being held accountable. Just minutes ago, two state officials, Mike Prisby and Stephen Bush, pleaded not guilty to 6 felony charges against them, including misconduct in office and tampering with evidence. A Flint city official will also be charged. The Michigan State Attorney General says these criminal charges are only the beginning.
We will get you the answers, and we will hold those accountable. We're not targeting any persons or people. Nobody's off limits either.
Let's bring in CNN correspondent Sarah Ganim. She is in Flint, Michigan. Sarah, you spoke to one of the 3 officials who admitted to you that he altered water quality reports?
I did talk to him, and he says he was directed to do that by state officials, and when he tried to raise concerns, he was shot down. He told me he regrets that he didn't do more. Meanwhile, for the people here in Flint who for 2 years, almost 2 years, were called complainers and liars, this day means a lot, Jake.
Allegations of tampering, negligence, purposefully altering test results to make it look like Flint's water supply was safe when it was not.
They failed Michigan families. Indeed, they failed us all, and I don't care where you live.
2 officials with the State Department of Environmental Quality, Stephen Bush and Mike Prisby, facing charges of official misconduct, tampering with evidence, and violation of the Safe Drinking Water Act. Prosecutors say they deliberately failed to treat the water properly, leading to high levels of lead, bacteria, and disease. The crisis has left Flint deprived of clean water for nearly 2 years. It caused hundreds of Flint children to be poisoned with lead. 12 people died of the waterborne Legionnaire's disease, and officials are investigating. They suspect it was caused by the poorly treated water.
No one is above the law.
Another official at the city's water treatment plant also charged with helping to cover up the warning signs that Flint's water was toxic. Mike Glasgow told CNN last month in his only sit-down interview that he tried to do the right thing but was directed by Bush and Prisby to change the water testing report in early 2015.
So you changed the report with the lead numbers in Flint residences. Did you do that to try to cover up what was happening?
No, I only did it because I was instructed to.
Did you ever argue with them on whether or not you should change it?
No, I just asked the question why, and they cited some, I guess, solidified reasoning to remove a couple items, so I didn't question it much further.
Glasgow says Bush and Prisby convinced him to make the changes for technical reasons. He believed it was because some homes only had partial lead piping. He says he didn't feel he had the power to overrule their decision, but prosecutors say that isn't enough.
That defense didn't work in several places when, you're ordered to do something, right? Nuremberg and the like. It's a tough situation with regards to Mr. Glasgow, but when you did a criminal act, an overt act, and you had the corrupt mind to do that act, you're going to be charged.
There may be some people out there, some members of the community who believe that you share some responsibility for this. What do you say to them?
I think about that every day. I was a key figure, I guess, in some of this, I'm operating the treatment plant, overseeing some of the sampling, but born and raised here in Flint, I would never do nothing to hurt this city or its citizens.
Now, just a few minutes ago, Stephen Bush was arraigned and pleaded not guilty to these charges. Mike Prisby has not been arraigned yet, neither has Mike Glasgow, and neither could be reached for comment. And Jake, as for what's next, the prosecutors said they will go all the way to the top if necessary. No one is ruled out as they continue their investigation, and that could include the governor. Jake?